What is the wisdom of fasting? Well, if you can go without food and water, you can go without anything, including our sins. I mean, nobody has a sin that's more important than food and water. Even a drug dealer, or a drug addict, he's going to care for water eventually at some point. Water is going to be more valuable to him than his drugs. Right? So, but if you have controlled your stomach, you can control anything, whether it's your mind, whether it's your ego, no matter what it is. So that's one of the wisdoms of fasting, in that if you can control your stomach, you can control your ego, you can control yourself. And if you can control yourself, what do we call that? We call that discipline. Discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and then to follow through with it. That's how simple it is. To give yourself an order and to do it. I'm going to wake up at this time and do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to go to work. I'm never going to be late for work. I'm going to go 10 minutes early every time, so I'm never late. I'm going to study in advance. Okay? I'm going to do this, that, or other. That's discipline. So one of the wisdoms of fasting is discipline. Another wisdom of fasting is that it gives us belief that we can overcome our sins. Most people actually don't have the belief that they could overcome their demons. Their addiction or sin is so in control of them. And that's all they know. Is a life of addiction or a life of being controlled by this substance or habit. Okay? And they don't know any other life. Well, Ramadan comes to prove to you, no, you can do it. You went without food and water for 30 days straight in the daytime. If you have that kind of discipline, you do. So it's really about inculcating the belief based upon demonstration. You have demonstrated the ability to avoid a certain act or certain sin, right? And as a result of that, you should now have the self-belief that overcoming an addiction is something that you can do. And whenever you look at people with addictions, one of the first things is the self-belief, right? That this is doable. This is something that can be done, right? They then take it to, they combine it by also, we combine it in Islam. I don't even know about, the AA methods, but I know that in Islam, we do not separate between the sense of self-will and willpower and that everything is in Allah's hands, right? So our willpower is to put ourselves in Allah's hands and then believe that Allah Ta'ala can change our situations. So demonstrating to ourselves that we fasted is meant to prove to ourselves the doability of getting rid of any other addiction or sin, which is extremely important. If you want your life to be good, we need to win those battles. Yeah. And put ourselves in Allah's hands so He can deliver us.